Welcome back, Kings family, to another film review. Obviously, this one's not going to end the best. This is my second time recording. I don't know if you guys caught my first time uploading. There was no volume. I didn't even want to hear it. I didn't even look at it after. And then some lovely YouTube comments let me know, "Hey, bro, there's no volume." Then I realized I didn't plug my mic out, so I just didn't want anything to do with it. But now that I'm calm, I'm relaxed. Let's get into it. It's just a lot of good things to look at, and obviously we'll address the elephant in the rooms when we get there. So first, starting off with the defensive line. I thought the defensive line played lights out. You'll see Harvey on a stunt here with Jared Harrison Hunt is going to go ahead and cause this incompletion, almost an interception. If Corey was able to track it down, just a little too far. But that's what that rush does, and it was just great to see Harvey getting to the quarterback. It was great to see the defensive line play against the run the way they did. Running game's been there for us all year. O-line just zone blocking, just stepping down right, man. And then Henry Parrish, you have that one unblocked defender, which is the linebacker by design. And this is who you have to make miss if you want to make that big play. And Henry Parrish continues to make people miss in the open field. Obviously, you can think about the Miami, Ohio game, which, oh my God, that dude's ankle's still there on the 10-yard line. But even Texas A&M and Temple, he was able to make defenders miss. Henry Parrish's elusiveness in the hole and just in the open field in general is truly special to watch. And I'm super happy that we have the healthy amount of backs that we have. Love the aggressiveness going forward on 4th and 4. I feel like I jinxed us because I just dropped that video last week about the extension of the running game and how good our screens have been. We're getting here to the near side. We're going to leave the corner and this outside linebacker unblocked, number 2. So I don't know. I just no way I think Matt Lee could have made it there in time. Maybe we should have just adjusted. Let McCormick at least try to take on this guy just because there was no way in hell, Kobe Young was going to get to that first down. But this has been a bread and butter for us all year. So just a little tweak that we would need for that. Again, the defensive line, I think they played well all night. This is Leonard Taylor, zone read, so that quarterback's reading whether he's going to, give that ball to that running back or he's going to pull it himself. He understands if he gives this ball to this running back, Leonard Taylor is going to literally destroy him. He's coming in free. Look at this burst right off there. Just going to split right between that guard and center, and that's a body if he hands that ball off. So he has no choice but to take it. And then once he does so, you see the linebacker KJ Cloyd, who's had a good game. I've seen fans talking about him online. I don't know what the hell they were looking at, but played well. He was downfield, and he was able to help get this wrapped up. Everybody was able to get there, but that play was made by Leonard Taylor's explosiveness. You'll see here on this other angle. If we back, ag on, rent due. So let's go ahead and get this going. You'll see Leonard Taylor immediately just infect this play. There was nowhere that quarterback could have gone. He can't hand it off. His running back is going to die, so he's trying to speed it outside, and then the speed of the defense. Your two linebackers, Cloyd and Mawanoa, make contact with him behind the line of scrimmage. So that's exactly what you want. Defensive linemen disrupting the run play, and then two linebackers coming to finish them off. That's as good as it gets. Heart goes out to Chaney because he had a great game. Honestly, probably his best game since he's been back from injury. And, he didn't fumble that ball. We'll get there when we get there. But just the way he played, he ran hard all night. He looked good. Hate the way it ended. But obviously, I don't hold nothing against Donald Chaney. I hope Donald Chaney Jr. is somewhere holding his head up high and getting ready for UNC. This was just awesome. They're trying to get this man coverage. So they have that jet motion from the receiver. You see Corey Couch is having to follow him. So as he's following their number 8 or 0, whatever his number is, I can't really see here, and trying to get that quick pitch. In years past, we've seen this closing speed, and then that receiver just continue going for that first down or lunge forward for that first down. Credit to Corey Couch for running 45 yards across the field and then going making a secure tackle. And here's Cam flying. Here's Daryl Porter attacking his block. He's blowing this guy back behind the line of gain. So just great job here from the defensive backfield. Helping get this secure tackle. Obviously, this is one-on-one with Corey. He's making it, but I love the way Cam was flowing. I have no doubt in my mind this would have been a tackle by either DP or Cam the way they played this. So kudos to them. And then TC stepping up big time as a senior. Love to see it. 9-5-0 Kane. All right, it's no secret we play the refs as well as our opponents, and we play ourselves. So we have to start beating ourselves. We have to stop beating ourselves and stop letting the refs beat us. And how we do that is by making sure these games aren't close. But it's hard to do so at the same time when you get calls like this. where you're stuffing somebody in here, which is another good job here by Cloyd. I don't know why everybody online is coming at him, coming at him, coming at him. He was everywhere, to be honest with you. Here, chafing off. As soon as this run comes right up here, he's accounting for his gap. Wrap up, wrap up. Here's flag coming in at the end. And he does the literally the least. He just says something as he's getting up, and this guy, we can't hear what he said, but it's Corey Flag, bro. I doubt he said "F your mama" or some ish like that. Like he probably just said "Let's go" or something like that. And of course, they threw the flag. The refs were just cheeks, bro. We'll get into that later, but that was a soft penalty. 3rd and 11 here. This is the Kiko interception. This interception almost didn't happen because if Nigel Lee he's coming around, they're wrapping a stunt. You see the defensive line crashing this way, and he's wrapping around. If he doesn't slip right here, this quarterback might be dead when he spins around. If Nigel Lee Kelly didn't lose his balance, it might have just been a big sack. However, he slips a little bit, so the quarterback starts rolling, rolling, rolling. Great job by Dean. We'll get into him more as the game goes on. He had a good game. Here's Ruben Bain, who also had a good game, applying pressure, and then they force him to make this make this bad throw, which Kiko was able to step right in front of. So it was nice to see Kiko get this interception. I'm not gonna lie. Just the way he's been playing all year, he just hasn't had that turnover. That type of turnover. He's forced fumbles. He's done everything for us all year. So to see him get the interception, he's been a complete all ACC caliber linebacker for us. Love this because we haven't had the quad look like this with the 12 set tight ends. We've always been having the two tight ends on the opposite side of the receivers. So you have your two tight ends and your two receivers split out wide on the same side. It's going to be a scissors concept. Post over, corner underneath, with Riley taking the flat. TVD does a great job reading here. This corner shoots up. He's just going for the flat. You have a safety replacing him. So Horton's running this post, so that's why he doesn't just throw it to him right now. He's not looking, and he knows it's setting up nicely, just like how he wants, because that space that Horton is going to vacate is going to be wide open for Jacoby. See how he's a couple yards outside the hash, that inside stem, and then he goes right up that hash, right, securing the outside leverage. Look at this guy. There's nothing he can do to stop him from breaking outside. TVD sees it, just waits for Jacoby to turn around, drops it right in over the corner. He tries to sink underneath it once he realized the ball's not going to Riley. But just a great job here, the scissor concept. You get that inside move and secure that outside leverage. This ball could have been anywhere, and he gets it to Jacoby. So this is the interception to X. Everybody complaining, oh my God, he wants to throw the X. Like, let me at least tell you why it's an interception. It's the right read. It's the correct read. It's correct, though. It's just late. So it's 2x2 set. You got your tight end in here. This is not a one-on-one situation, right? Because you have the safety over here helping Jacoby George. So TVD is reading that this safety is over here, right? But X wins on this double move. You just have to throw. This is a deep dig on the outside from Horton. He's coming across. And then X is doing a double move on the slot seam. He beats this defender. This ball has to be out now before this safety who's looking at TVD this whole time has a chance to get over there. This ball has to be over now. You have to trust it now, TVD. Your guy is definitely scoring this touchdown if you throw that ball. He waits so long that allows the safety to come all the way over. So the ball is just late. That's the correct read. Like for real. If he throws that ball right now, this is a touchdown, and X is cha-chaing in the end zone. You wait too long, that safety who was coming over to make sure Jacoby doesn't just fade the life out of this boy on the outside, he comes over, he has enough time. That ball had to be gone now. And so you could hit X and he could run and catch it, at the letters or towards the back of the end zone. By the time he throws it, X is already, at the end zone, man. There's not enough space for that ball. And then guy comes right over for the ball hawk. So, for the INT. So it sucks. But it was definitely the right read. You just got to speed that up. You throw that ball hold on, let me show you right now. As soon as that thing goes, this ball out right now, right here, and X is catching it on the end for a touchdown. You wait. Then you see this guy make it all the way across. So that's the only reason why this was INT. It was the correct read. It was a good play call. You just can't hesitate on that. Got to let that one rip, fam. Love this on 3rd down. We haven't really ran this all year. It's a switch release. So what that is your receivers are just going just like this. Your outside receivers going inside, your inside receivers going outside. So it's really good for against man coverage. We're running it just a switch curl and come back basically. So this guy's just going to park it and go inside. This guy parks it on the outside, but it creates a natural rub route. So TVD has a super easy throw to our most reliable target in Restrepo because that guy cannot get there in time. How is this guy going to cover that? You have the guy going that inside release. How is he going to get here? He's not actually going to stop right on the dime, and then TVD correctly throws it to the outside shoulder, so the defensive back didn't have any chance to make that to to deflect that. Love that on third down. We pulled out something brand new. Very simple concept. Boom, boom. Hey, hit your guy on the sideline. You know he's going to be wide open. Versus man, we haven't ran it all year, so Georgia Tech might not have been expecting it. So that was just a good time to pull that out. Henry Parrish didn't get his normal traditional bulk of carries or lead dog carries with Chaney having like a breakout game, but man, he runs hard. And man, this double team between Matt Lee and Cohen every single time, that thing is just perfect. Look at this double team, and then just they know when to release. Just this interior of this offensive line, just putting people in the shadow realm. Like he was literally on probation, ankle monitors at Hard Rock Stadium, like, and then Cohen just automatically releases at the right time and gets up, and Henry Parrish finishes the run physically. But man, that offensive line, bro, that's crazy, bro. That interior, I think we might have at least a top five, maybe top three interior in college football when it comes to interior offensive line. Even our entire offensive line is top three in college football, in my opinion, or at least maybe it'll validate it when we play some more opponents like this. But our offensive line is dominant, especially that interior, my G. I love seeing stuff like this. I know it's just a little tackle for loss, doesn't mean much to most fans in the stat box, but look how Nigel Lee Kelly, we already know he's an insane pass rusher. He's been injured, so we've been missing his pass rushing excellency this year. He's coming back from an injury. But look at him just beat the stonewall an offensive lineman and then disengage and get this TFL, right? So we already know he's going to be a great pass rusher for us now that we got him back in the rotation. He's going to get his sacks. They're coming. But him defending the run and showing that he's gotten stronger. There was obviously times last year where he was playing super light. He just came in as a freshman. He was making impact plays. But if anything, he was a little bit struggling with doing just that. So to see him one off season coming in now, finally getting like real game reps. Now he's, back healthy. The sky's the limit for him. Being able to defend the run like that, that's going to get him paid because obviously he's a great pass rusher, but you got to be a complete defensive end. So great things to see from Nigel Lee Kelly this game. I said it in the first record. This is definitely going to be my cover video, not just because it's one of our positive plays. I want to put some positivity on Tyler, but because Riley Williams has earned this opportunity to make plays in the passing game. He's been blocking his tail off all damn year, and I'm super happy and I'm super proud of him. 12 set personnel or 2 tight ends. We get X in motion. He's just wheeling. So this is what you call a hunt route, right? So you have a mesh concept going with Colby Young and your other tight end McCormick. So one's going underneath, one's going over. So you'll see one's at 3 yards, one's at 4. Colby's going under. McCormick is the guy who's going over top. So you stretch the defense this way, right? And then you have a guy come right underneath it and sit in the middle. So when the freaking thing opens up like Moses, you just really got your 6'7" tight end right there. So that was a picture clear, throw for TVD. This guy's taking him this way, this guy's coming around, and then now you just got your big tight end sitting in the middle. This is all him after the catch, able to break 3 tackles and then stretch. I thought he was going to be down at the 1, and you know how ACC refs are. So I was like, damn, they're going to try my dog. They're going to size my dog. But breaks 3 tackles as he was galloping. I thought he was about to hurdle from the 6-yard line, my G. Real deal. I thought he was about to just jump up like right now. He was just about to jump from the 7 all the way to the end zone. But he's able to just land on top of Buddy and stretch over there. That whole 6-7 frame. But just great play call there. And he's earned this opportunity, man. He's been blocking on the perimeter. I had a video about him and all the other tight ends and receivers and even O-linemen blocking down the field and perimeter. But in the running game, Riley Williams has been excellent. In the quick passing game, blocking, he's been excellent. He deserved this opportunity, and TVD went through those reads. He saw, okay, cross not there. Let me get my big tight end, immediately threw it there, and then that was all he needed was an opportunity, and he breaks 3 tackles into the end zone. Congratulations, Riley Williams, on your first career touchdown. I cannot wait to see more from you. Go Canes, baby. I mean, we've been seeing it all year, but the team speed on defense is definitely up there. They're trying to sneak this tight end across behind the formation, just quick into the flat, right? You get that, you have that slot corner coming off. So you have TC coming. So he's like, okay, let me just get rid of that ball. Don't know why he didn't throw it right here. He just threw it here to the thing. I guess maybe he was supposed to just block, but I mean, Cam just comes through like a heat-seeking missile. Doesn't make the tackle, but slows him off and down for Mawanoa. And again, people were talking about KJ Cole. I don't understand what the problem is. You see, every time you saw Mawanoa making a tackle, you see 23 making a tackle. Watch this film review and tell me that he's trash and he doesn't need to deserve to be on the field. I don't know what the hell these Canes fans talking about. But just love the fact that both our linebackers, they're meeting each other at the damn point of attack. I get it. His snaps are taking what that's probably what it is. His snaps are taking a little bit of Wes's, so that's why everybody's in the rage. KJ Cole 23, keep balling. Cam, keep balling. Everybody heads up, keep balling. Pain, but it's a danger of playing man anywhere you go. If everybody's backs to the quarterback, it's a danger of them taking off. We're gonna double team here, so you'll see you'll see the safety help with our corner. That's just gonna everybody's manned up. You had the trips here to the field side, so you got three DBs way out there. You got it's just a lot of man going on, bro, and he just takes off. He was an athletic quarterback. There was no way he wasn't gonna make this. It's tough. It honestly is, but that's the danger of when you play man, especially close to the goal line. It is what it is. Going to be TVD's second interception. We were actually Riley Williams dropped one corner out, and Jacoby hit one on the other side. Like we've been hitting that corner out there already. This is too high cover two. So this corner's a bit job is this flats. However, he sees TVD looking, man, which allows him to just sink and sink and sink. TVD was just his eyes just weren't the best, man. It was just an off night, but his eyes were telegraphing where the ball was going to go here, man. So the corner was able to just sink, sink, sink. It was the right read correctly pre-snap. Okay, this guy's going to be flat. This guy's over top. Hit that, that cushion. You've already made that throw twice tonight. But when you're staring at it a little bit, man, it gives the defense a time to tee off on it, man. So that hurt there, man, seeing that second pick. But, again, it is what it is. So it's a simple smash concept here, and then as this corner is looking at him, you'll see him just sink underneath. Got to just take this check down right here. Automatically leads to points. After that pick, this one hurts because KJ and Mawanoa, have been playing really well. KJ makes great contact at the line of scrimmage. I mean, he's at the line, dude's driving, and then next thing you know, this lineman is just getting away to our safety, and then Mawanoa's on the ground, so KJ doesn't have his feet to stop this guy, and because he's wrapping up, the rest of the cavalry supposed to be coming. But this guy low key takes out two people, just falling at people's legs and stuff. So that's how he was able to drive through. So everybody's like, "Oh my God, coming at KJ Cloyd, coming at KJ Cloyd." He did everything he was supposed to do. He met the guy at the line of scrimmage, and nobody was able to come help. So yeah, it doesn't suck that technically he got dragged 3 yards for a touchdown. Yeah, but get over it, man. It was one play. I'm talking about this online right now. People got to get over it, man. He played a great game. Says a lot about TVD after the interceptions to come out and sling this ball downfield. So 11 sets. So you have your two receivers. Your three receivers and your tight end here. There's a too high, right? And then this guy's trying to disguise it being over. And he's just going to go right into the middle, right? He's going to go right into the middle, right into the middle. So you split that safety, right? So this guy didn't get the depth because he's just literally walking straight in, and X is just gonna explode off the line. Everybody thinks, oh my God, he's a possession receiver, but X could slide. So he's getting downfield and he's able to get that right in between that weakness of that cover two split safety high. So he's able to just jump right in there, bro. Perfect throw. Was a huge, huge play. You're not getting any depth when you're supposed to be in the middle. This guy's way too wide now. It's over with. TVD saw it. Perfect read. Gets his man in stride. Allows him to run and just, finish the play. Then, unfortunately, this is just a miscommunication, man. TVD's reading the defense of how it is, but this defender didn't get the call, so he's playing his own defense. And Jacoby George, they're doing a choice route. TVD sees him and, is thinking he's going to run something else. And then he throws the ball quickly to get out of his hands. But love the effort here from TVD because we hold them defensively. We hold them. We're about to go over it now. This saves a touchdown off the board. So for everybody that was laughing and like, oh my God, you're saying you love the effort. Well, that's because it saved points off the board. But this is what happened. It was a miscommunication. So it sucks when your quarterback has 3 interceptions. So obviously he's going to get a lot of the blame, but you can tell this was just not right. Jacoby George doesn't post up and protect the ball with his body. So the defender has to at least go through his body. He's actually moving out the way because he's trying to go outside here. And TVD read it and threw the ball already. So that's just tough, man. And then, of course, that third interception is going to look horrible. And everybody's going to say this and that. But, again, great effort chasing them down on that. I love this. We were bringing James off the edge here. Look how disruptive he was. He's just way too big, way too strong to not be used in this. They're going Wildcat. They had their backup quarterback in. It's pretty obviously they're going to try to get this power run, and they happen to go right towards one of our best players who blows up a lineman and a running back. Quarterback keeps his balance, but now at this time point, the cavalry's there. And now JHH and Jaden Harris are able to finish him off. But that starts there with penetration there from James Williams, which was huge because we're going to get this stop here and hold for this field goal. So this guy, alignment's not fast enough. This guy's not big enough. So that's why it's so big to have guys like James Williams around the line of scrimmage. That's why, we're loving the versatility of his role. And we get into the next play, which is just going to be the little stop. Ruben Hurricane Bang. You see him here on the edge, and he crashes down. So we're going to hold him here on 36. Georgia Tech wanted to play safe, but this is Ruben Bain unblocked, crashing down. I would never leave him unblocked. Like, honestly, it never would. And that's LT who was getting held and dragged down. Of course, there was no call. Finally, another big play. We had a big post to X earlier, but this was where we were getting our big plays from. We're in the 12 set formation, showing that heavy two tight ends. You had Jacoby in here, so this is a trips bunch, real tight. And you get Kobe Young over the top because look where this safety. He's sitting. And next thing you know, TVD has all this time. He got all these blockers, and he could just send his guy way deep downfield. And it could have been a touchdown, but I'd rather him not even underthrown, just rather him wait up on it than overthrow it. So when a guy's running this wide open, sometimes it's harder to hit them. So just great ball here because he's able to catch it and move forward. He does hit his knee down, so it sucks he wasn't able to score here. But just love the just F it and just throw it downfield after your third interception. It shows a lot about TVD, to be honest with you. After throwing 3 interceptions, to just come around and let it rip downfield deep, it is great to see. And then we'll score here. They mark us down. Hold on, I gotta add. Score here with Henry Parrish. They're bringing Kobe Young in motion. He gets caught up here and a block. Thank God he came back to that game. It looked horrible. Looked bad. Looked like he could, had a serious injury of any type or form into the knee. But he did come back in the game later. So that was just great to see. Actually, let me skip this. I don't want to show that again. But just great to see that Kobe Young was able to get back in the game. And hopefully that's a sign that, he's good to go. It's just a bad fall. Getting Dean back was huge. Obviously, we talked about the defensive line, performed in the running game. Getting him back was great. You see how his left outside shoulder is free, his arm's free. He's just keeping that offensive lineman away with his right arm. You see him pushing right there, which allows him to just disengage and make that tackle for loss. Love the way we've seen Dean play. Puts him in a backed up situation, which is going to lead to this James Williams interception. But Dean played really well, especially for his first game back. We start off with 2 safeties high. However, Cam's going to have coverage responsibilities, and we're going to leave James back one-on-one. This is a linebacker on your big tight end. So this quarterback is not wrong in the idea of, hey, let me put it on the back of the helmet of that linebacker because that's a mismatch, right? He just did not see a 6'5" safety sitting there in the middle, my G. Good shit, James. But theoretically, this is what you want, right? Because then you have him going outside. Now you have a linebacker carrying up the seam. That's literally where you want to throw that back shoulder ball, man. That's what you want to do, but you just have to look at this safety, right? And you have to throw it back shoulder. You cannot throw it inside. You're throwing it towards the coverage, and James Williams 6'5", and he still had to jump for that ball. So that ball, that was overweight. Just theoretically, I get what the quarterback was trying to do, but you got to look at the field and say, hey, bro, maybe I should not try to make this ball thrown. But great job by James because he was sitting there waiting for it. He saw, as a safety, you got to know who to help. So when you see a linebacker, on a tight end and the tight end got a step in front of you, that was a good job by James and great awareness by James. You see how he was starting off going this way. He sees what's going on over here and he comes right back. reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows who he has to help. Every safety knows who they have to help. You're going to help the linebacker. You're not going to help the corners. Of course, you help the corners at times, but you're going to help the linebacker right here in this situation. So great job here from James. We're running the same play we scored with Riley Williams, the little mesh with the hunt route, but this time we're doing it a little different. You have Jacoby coming in motion. You have your two tight ends doing the mesh route here with Isaiah Horton just sitting here in the middle, right? TV just gets blown up because they're bringing too much pressure. You see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 come. 6 of them actually come. So it's just one more than we can have accounted for, and then boom, it's a sack. It just wasn't our night, my G, because that was a great play call. But TVD couldn't even get the ball out quick to anybody because it's a concept. One's person running this way, trying to spread them out. So no one's looking yet. By the time they looked, TVD was on his backside. Obviously, one of the bright spots is Ruben Hurricane Bain, that defensive line. Obviously, we've already talked about him a couple of times tonight, a couple of his tackles, but just winning one-on-one in the ACC as a freshman on, grown men at right tackle, just pushing this guy back. Look at the power here, man. This is a true freshman. This is a coverage sack. Great job here from everybody in coverage. It's a coverage sack. Quarterback's looking. Took way too much time. Here comes Bain, and then Dean helps him finish him off. Again, Dean had a great game. Look at this on this left side. Look at this, right? This is 2 one-on-one matchups here. You have one getting driven back and the next one getting driven back. Look where this side of the line is. Yeah, they're good, right? But look where these two are. They're way behind the line of scrimmage, getting pushed back. So just great to see. And then they help finish off with the sack. Everybody in the country already talked about it. I was in the fans tweeting it, like, why are we not doing this, man? I'll make it quick. I'm moving on with my life. But we can't. So we run this ball here and make them call their last timeout. So that's cool. Now they have no timeouts. It's 118 seconds left. You just take 2 knees, in my opinion. You run the ball here again, okay, whatever. Like, this is where you take 2 knees. It's 3rd down and 4th down. You need the clock. You need it, and the game is over. Obviously, we don't heed that warning because if you take a knee right now, the game's over. We hand it off. Chaney ends up fumbling, which for sure 100% that his damn elbow was down. The pictures of it, video of it, I don't know how the replay booth said it stands. They didn't have enough to overturn it, but it was clear, elbows down now. And then the dude hasn't even started ripping for the ball yet. He's ripping now. He just ripped the ball out. Dude's elbow was on the ground in real time for at least a second or two. It's an egregious error from the ACC referees. Miami has already submitted and is waiting for an answer from the ACC. They have not given them one, and I don't expect anyone other than my bad eventually when it comes. But he was definitely down. Obviously, just take the knee, and we're not in this situation. But it is what it is. This is pain. I didn't want to do both these plays, but oh my God. It just hurts, man. Ball is high. TC tries to play it. Just a good catch. Like, he actually tips this ball. So everybody coming at TC, he actually tips this ball, and Buddy catches it on the bounce. So it was just tough, man. It's super tough, but you can't. Great job, tipping it, but you wish you would have got it down. But the guy was able to catch it off. But this is just the dagger. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. We have All-American safety who just can't make these type of mistakes, but he should not be, in this position. Everybody had their helmets off. I just want to say on the defense, this game was over. Everybody had their helmets off. They should not have had to run back out there and just get thrown into this chaotic situation. But you cannot jump on anything when you have to be as deep as the deepest man as a safety. But with 10 seconds left with the game on the line, it's inexcusable. Love you, Cam. But yeah, man, we just take the knee and we're not even looking over this, man. I'm not going to keep dragging on it. But you just can't jump on that. You can't jump on anything. You have to be as deep as the deepest man. And we just folded. Our coaching staff is better than that, and our players are better than that. Hopefully, we just keep going. UNC week. Let's get this dub. Go Canes.